Hey guys, my name is Artyom. I'm CEO of Futsal Internet College. In this video I will explain you the basics of futsal formation 2-2. So this formation consists of two defenders, right defender, left defender, and two strikers, right striker and left striker. And they are forming the square between themselves, like this. So, what is very important when we talk about this formation? It's very important when this formation is played for your players to rotate positions a lot, to be able to move right after the pass, so practically to work by the system pass and move all the time. So if your player receives the ball, he should use one or two touches on the ball, then quickly pass it to available player, then sprint at the same time, right after the pass, sprint into an open space up front, taking his covering player with him, and then try to run into open space to offer himself for a pass again. This is very important not only to futsal formation 2-2, but it's very important for futsal as it is, because the team can succeed in attacking play only when the players are able to move the ball around, are able to use only one or two touches on ball while keeping the ball, and to move, sprint into attacking space, into open space right after the pass was made, right after they made a pass. So right now I'm going to show you how the ball is played in the attack. So for example, here the team has a possession of the ball. The right defender has a ball. He should be passing the ball to the left, and right after the pass, at the same moment, he should sprint towards the middle of the pitch first and then retreat to the right flank here. And the right striker simultaneously at the same time will drop back to the position of right defender. After the pass was made, the same thing will happen on the left flank. So your left defender will pass the ball to the right defender, sprint forward to the middle and then to the left. And this left striker drops back to the position of left defender. This whole movement, the point of this whole movement is for your players to create open spaces up front. Because after you perform this movement 3, 4 or 5 times, that's almost 100% guaranteed that after this there will be some open space up front on the half of your opponents. And right after this open space is created and your player runs into it, he should receive a pass from the back here. And the whole point of that is of this movement is to create a situation where in the end two of your strikers, two of your players, it can be striker or defender during the process, would be against only one opponent's player, or 3 of your players would be against 2. So basically the whole idea of this movement is to create this little advantage in the attack, and in this situation it's always easier to score a goal. When we are talking about this formation, it should be said that it's very, very important for your players to be able to cover the middle section of the pitch. If the middle section is not covered, your opponents will be able to pass make a through pass through the middle to their striker, for example, and if one of opponent's defenders after the pass runs into your attacking half of the pitch, so for example, a pass goes here, defender sprints, and you see, as a result of this pass through the middle, 3 of your opponents are against 2 of your defenders. So this is what you should defend against. This is what you should avoid happening. And in order to do this, in order to cover this middle section, when your players are defending during this formation, well, actually there are two types of defending. One is zonal defense, and another one is personal cover. So for example, if your players perform this personal cover, this would mean that your left defender and your right defender would always stay close to their covering players, and your right defender would cover the left attacking player of your opponent, and your left defender would be covering the right striker of your opponent, and they would stay always with them. This would be the personal cover, and when the ball is on the right side of the pitch, your right striker goes a little bit forward, a little bit over this middle section line, for like 3 or 4 meters forward, not longer, to cover this player with the ball. And at the same time, your left striker would drop back a little bit into the middle section of the pitch to cover the middle section and to prevent this through pass, this pass through the middle of the pitch. When the pass is made to the left flank, your left striker would be pressing a little bit, and your right striker would drop back to the middle section of the pitch. So it's basically this movement all the time, like this. Yeah. So this is very important during the personal cover. And when the zonal defense is implemented here, well, the difference is that your defenders would be moving. Well, the point of reference in this type of covering would be the ball. So for example, if the ball is on the right side of the pitch, your right striker goes forward to press, your left striker drops to the middle, and your left defender in the zonal defense would drop back to the center of the pitch here. So basically, this would be this kind of formation, a kind of diamond here. And when the ball is played to the left flank, your left attacking player would press a little bit, your right attacking player would drop back to the middle, your left defender would be covering closely here, and your right defender would not be covering this player closely, but would instead drop back to the middle section of the pitch to form this diamond again. So this is the difference between zonal and personal covering. Okay, and yeah, also just to sum up here a little bit, it's very important to remember that in order to play this formation well, in order to succeed while playing this formation, it's necessary for your players to rotate their positioning. So defenders are going forward, strikers are dropping back at the same time, and it's always your players always should be moving and always should be looking for an open space, and they should be moving right after the pass was made. So they should play by the system pass and move. This is very important. And as the rotation goes, your players at different moments of the play will be on different positions on the pitch. So it's important for every your player to know how to play on every position of the pitch. So this is very, very important. So this is it about this formation. It also should be said that this formation is common to amateur teams and common to the new teams in futsal, and it's mostly because of what this formation gives, and it gives you the best balance between attack and defense. And because in other formations, in 3-1 formation, for example, you have better defense and a little bit not that good attack. And if you play diamond formation, for example, you have very good a potential of attack, and you have to be very careful in defense, because the defense is a little bit because there is basically only one defender there. But here we have two strikers with two defenders. This is the best balance. Okay, so if you have any questions about this formation, if you have any questions about futsal as it is, you can address your questions to this email: info@futsalico.com, and the web address is, of course, www.futsalico.com. Okay, take care. See you later.